welcome to Turlock Today. Bulldogs, next week is homecoming week. Friday, October 15th is the homecoming rally. There will be a modified bell schedule for the rally. Check your grade level Google Classroom for information on next Friday's homecoming rally and bell schedule. The homecoming parade is at 3 p.m. next Friday, and the homecoming game with the JV and varsity football teams starts at 5 p.m.
Bulldogs, your 2021 homecoming court has been announced. Here are the nominees for THS Homecoming Queen: Fatima Celorio, Leslie Alvarez Duran, Sydney Rowan, Chanel Silvera, Alexis Tavares, Abby Harrington, Peyton McCormick, Kaylin Astachio, and Chloe Banks. Next week, the whole school will vote for Homecoming Queen. Check your grade level class of Google Classroom for procedures on how to vote. The Homecoming Queen and two princesses will be announced next Friday at halftime of the THS football game. See you next Friday at the Homecoming Rally, Parade, and football game. Go Bulldogs!
Hi THS, happy Friday. I'm Miss Cullum.
And I'm Miss Freitas.
And we are here to talk to you a little bit about our advisement class of Google Classrooms. We know that you guys have a lot of Google Classrooms that you have to keep track of with all of your work and all of your stuff, but we wanted to talk to you about a few that are really important for things happening and going on at THS. All of you are in class of Google Classrooms, so every grade level has a Google Classroom. It's really important that you check those because there's a lot of information you guys are missing out on. When we have ASB votes, you're going to find that stuff in your advisement Google Classroom. When we have weekly announcements, they're posted in your Google Classroom. A lot of important information, fun stuff and academic stuff is posted in there. Ms. Freitas is going to talk a little bit about the classwork tab in your Google Classroom.
So it's really important that you guys are taking the time to click on the classwork tab and look at the categories that are available to you. So each grade level will find that there are some different categories available, but one of the really important ones is going to be presentations, presentation signups, and more. This is where you're going to have the opportunity to sign up for many different presentations that are coming onto campus. Right now they actually are all virtual, but things like UC Merced campus presentation, that one's coming up. UC Irvine's going to be coming up soon. If you're interested in taking MJC dual enrollment classes, there are workshops that we are offering to help you out with getting signed up for those classes. So checking out what's available to you by going to that classwork tab is really going to open up the door to many new opportunities for you. And if you need help, you can always ask your teacher, or you can always come by the Career Center and ask me for help. That's where I am located.
So we just wanted to take a minute today. I know you guys have a lot of things to do and a lot of things going on, but make sure you're checking those classrooms because it is important. Also, we're going to share with you the Remind information for the school and also some academic stuff. So make sure when you see that slide, you grab that information and you add that to your social media accounts.
And lastly, be sure that you are checking your emails because any type of presentations or workshops that you've signed up for, you're always going to get an email that reminds you to attend. So please, please, please be checking your emails on a daily basis.
Bulldogs, all students can nominate one teacher to be recognized at the homecoming rally and the first ever You Rock Award. The nomination form is available in your advisement Google Classroom. Nominations will close today at 3 p.m. Seniors, have you submitted your senior quote yet? Check your Class of 22 Google Classroom for instructions and the Google form. Responses are due by November 6th. Last week, Mr. Souza sat down with us to talk about Portuguese culture and the Portuguese Club at THS. Our very own Rodrigo Lopez has the story.
I am Rodrigo Lopez, and I am interviewing you about Portuguese culture.
Sounds good.
What is your definition of culture?
Culture is, I think, the events that a group of people do for entertainment. That's kind of, I think, how I would narrow it down as.
Okay. What do you believe is interesting about Portuguese culture and why?
Portuguese culture is very, very based around music, food and religion, Catholicism specifically, the Catholic Church. But I really like that at many Portuguese events you have wonderful food, you have wonderful music, and again, oftentimes something religious as well. So it's kind of a neat hangout that has a lot to do with several things.
That's great. Does your family have a cultural tradition?
Yeah, my family has many cultural traditions. We do belong to the Portuguese Catholic Church here in Turlock, and so we participate in a lot of those traditions with our parish community, our church community. As far as our family stuff, we do get together for birthdays, for anniversaries, for things like that, usually at my parents' house. And there is always a lot of great food involved. For our events, we don't usually have like music or dancing or anything like that for our private family events, but there usually is a lot of music, and then just a lot of family getting together, family talking about events, about what's going on. And so we share a meal and then just kind of talking and sharing about each other's lives.
I'm Keen Young with some more announcements for Turlock Today. Last Friday was another electric Harvest Bowl for the Bulldogs. The varsity football team kicked off league play against rival Pitman. After a scoreless first quarter, the Bulldogs got on the board with a 29-yard touchdown pass from Cole Gilbert to Logan Hart. The Bulldogs added a 2-point conversion to take an 8-0 lead. Then, an impressive sack and fumble by the Bulldogs defense gave Turlock a 15-0 lead. In the third quarter, the Bulldogs scored 2 more touchdowns, one from running back JT Foreman and the other from Morgan Piran, to give the Bulldogs a 28-0 lead. The final touchdown came from Peter Mello when he scored from 18 yards out to give the Bulldogs a 35-0 win over Pitman. This was Turlock's 8th straight victory over Pitman in the Harvest Bowl, and the Dogs now have a 10-8 lead in the series. Turlock plays tonight at Downey as the Dogs look to go 2-0 in league play. Well, that's it for this week on Turlock Today. For my colleague Abby Mansonidis, I'm Kian Young. Over and out, Bulldogs.